Howdy guys, I'm Afolo8, your favorite Wolf Girl enthusiast, and welcome back to my Fire Emblem The Binding Blade Iron Man randomizer with 10% crit on all the weapons. Today it's time for Chapter 16, Storming the Capital. One of my favorite maps in this game. It's a very long one, but I find it to be very fun. Today we're going to be getting Hugh, we're going to be seeing Narcian, we're going to be finding out what class Douglas is in, among a couple of other things. I don't remember which one of those units is Hugh, so I don't remember which one he is. I do believe that I know which one Douglas is, though, so I guess we'll see about that very shortly. But before we get into this one, I'm going to do my battle preps, and then I'll be right back. Alright, just really quickly going to hop in here, do a little unit review for Faye, because I'm not sure if I'm bringing her yet. But here she is. She didn't randomize. She's the same as ever. Your classic Faye, you know, she's got her Dragon Stone, her Divine Stone. 28 attack right here. It's got 16 power, gives her plus 12 strength, and so on and so forth. She's really good. I like Faye a lot. I'm probably not going to use her in all honesty just because it's a randomizer. I think it's more fun to use the random units. But just to show you guys, she's no different. She is what she... Well, I guess her affinity is a little bit different. She does have the ice affinity. Pretty okay. Pretty mid for her, honestly. Whatever. Back to the battle preps. Okay, I'm going to hop back in here once again. In doing my battle preps, I do need to make sure that Hugh has the member card, because if he doesn't, then I know that I need to not bring some people. So we're going to look at Hugh. He turned out to be a priest this time, with pretty amazing stats. 13 magic, 12 speed, and 12 in both defense and res with 25 HP, and of course the Dark Affinity. I don't know why we keep getting so many Dark Affinity units, but either way, he does have the member card, so we are going to be able to do some strategies involving, you know, like purchasing some items up here in the secret shop, things such as guiding rings, which we badly need. So I'm very much happy about that. Because he is a priest, I doubt we're going to be using him, because two of our units this map, Deke and Boars, funnily enough, are going to be promoting, and thus gaining staff access, so we're probably not going to be using Hugh. But he does look really good here. I will probably buy him for the lowest price, or maybe I'll just steal the member card. If I'm going to have to bring a thief, so maybe I'll just steal the member card is what I might do. Because he's not going to attack back. I could just steal the member card, the elixir. I don't even have to kill him. I could just leave him alone. He's not going to attack us, so... Like, there's no point in wasting the money, right? If I know I'm not going to use him. Don't get me wrong, I love Hugh. He's one of my favorite characters in this game. I find his story to be quite fascinating between Nime and Canas and things of this nature, but by all means, we don't really need him, right? So we'll see about that. And then we'll go ahead and look over Douglas while we're here. Comes with the Owl Sword as a female sword master. That's fascinating. 20 strength, 21 defense, and 11 speed. He's basically a sword master version of our boy Barth, isn't he? Very fascinating indeed. We don't get him this map, we do get him next map. This could be pretty useful, oddly enough. 20 strength, 21 defense on a sword master with a 30% extra crit bonus. It could come in handy, but we'll see about it. We will get him next map, presuming that we get the Gaiden map, so... I don't know. I guess we'll see about it. And then later on in the map, we're also going to get Zeiss. He'll appear from up here. That's why I'm going to have to bring Milady for this map. Otherwise, I would probably be benching her for this one. She's got to recruit him. I don't know what he is yet, so I can't make the decision to just, like, throw him to the wayside. But we'll see about it. So, last time, battle preps, and then we'll be right back. Okay, if I stay in battle preps for any longer, I don't think I'm ever going to be ready for this map. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit start, and we're going to get into it. This one's going to be a very interesting chapter for a lot of reasons. Not just the characters that we're getting, not just the treasure, nothing like that. It's going to be a long map because I had to make a lot of really weird decisions with my deployment this map, just to make sure I get everything done that I want to get done. So this is going to be one heck of an episode, that's for sure. So I brought Chad along, I brought Milady to get Zeiss, but I also brought Merlinus because I have a lot of housekeeping to do with regard to all of the treasure and all of the things that I want to sell. So I'm going to let him come along. He's going to do all of my management of items. I'm going to need a lot of money because I don't have the silver card. He's going to have to do basically everything for me. Hopefully this works out. I brought a couple of interesting picks as well, but we'll get into that in a moment. The first order of business is going to be the long-awaited promotion of Lilina. She can, as a matter of fact, use the Knight's Crest, so that's what we're going to do. And, you know, nothing special here. She just becomes the Master Lord. so her animations don't actually change at all, but she does get a stat increase and she does get more levels to grow. As you're gonna see, she does very well with these stat gains. Plus 5 res for no reason except for the fact that she has additional res. Crazy unit. Absolutely tremendous. Love this a bunch. And then second order of business is the long-awaited something or another of this one. Sadly, I couldn't bring Cecilia this map. It really hurt my soul. But hopefully Sophia will make up for our loss temporarily by getting these stat gains and hopefully becoming decent. She isn't that bad. She's almost capped on res. And that could be handy in its own way. If she caps res, then I just use the barrier staff on her. And then, for example, you know, stuff like this purge guy. Already couldn't deal damage to her if she was barriered up, so maybe I'll send her down the middle. And then I've got Igreen right here as well. Sword Reaver equipped to be her support partner, pretty much for the long term, hopefully. My biggest issue right now is that I have so many good units that it's hard to decide who I want to deploy. But either way, moving into the next phase of the operation, I'm going to go ahead and use the Hammer'n staff on this bolting. I do find that it's worthwhile. It's pretty good, and for obvious reason, we need to get through this guy up here. I guess if I had a longbow, I could go up there with Kath or something, but I don't have one of those, so I'm going to have to rely on Deke to double with the bolting tome and kill this guy. It is thanks to the Shanna support that he can get this kill, presuming he doesn't miss a 96, but hopefully, very nice, excellent. Hopefully that'll work out. Then I don't have to deal with this guy. Now my biggest issue is keeping Roy out of range of the Purge guy, ultimately. Which is just this guy right here. Maybe Sophia baits him, we'll have to see about that. Merlina's kind of whatever. I've got Ray along for the treasure. He's got his lockpick. I have a torch on him solely because I was trying to move around my inventory space to manage absolutely everything the best that I could. Because we have a lot of selling that we're going to have to do in order to afford the several guiding rings that we very badly need. I'm halfway tempted to get another Elysian Whip as well for Milady, but I don't think I'm going to be using her on the long term. Also, sadly, I couldn't bring Percival this map. I couldn't bring Garrett as I wanted to. We're going to engage in a little bit of a sad strat, so to say, with our boy. Ooh, that could have actually been a kill. Okay, nice. That's a great crit and stuff, but I need to keep in mind that we're playing the crit run again. That is something that I woefully forgot. Because the last Fire Emblem that I played was a week ago now, and it was the tag lock, so I've got to keep the crit in mind. That's the one thing that I can't forget in this particular run. Okay, so Hugh's coming this way. I need to send Ray in that direction. Zeiss, where are you? Interesting maneuver on Zeiss over there. How's he doing? Yeah, that's very interesting, that's for sure. So here's Zeiss, capped magic, 14 defense, 9 speed. 31 HP of note, 7 res, the Anima affinity, my favorite one for this run, that's attack, defense, avoid, and crit avoid. 5 constitution as a male shaman, he's not weighed down by flux. Huh. Okay. If I gave him 3 levels up and promoted him, of course, he would just be a druid with like 22 magic or something after the thing there. It kind of reminds me of that glitch with Hugh where you underflow his stats, but like on a unit by default. So that's fascinating. That could have good consequences in a certain sense. 10 luck, I mean, he's negating the base crit rate, so that's cool. His affinity would give him... What's Milady's affinity, actually? I have forgotten what hers is. Ice, so that's full crit avoid, which if I were to get them to C rank, that would give her 5 essential, or 10 effective crit avoid. It would give him 15. She's really good. He's pretty solid. His biggest issue is that he has 9 speed. That's like the only thing from making me go, ayo, like this is the best unit that I've gotten in a very long time. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. That's not bad at all. I'm very, I guess in a certain way, I'm like toned down from receiving such good units because my entire cast is so good. Like, we're going to need a serious and continuous lapse in my judgment in order to have something go tremendously wrong. So here's hoping maybe something like that will happen for us. Not necessarily, I don't actually want that, but I would say that something like that is going to happen if we're going to have serious consequences for at least a little bit. So we're going to do this right here. I was not going to go down the center, but because of Sophia's res, I think I'm going to. She won't get doubled by the Purge, even though she only has 14 speed. She's no longer weighed down, so that's cool. 11 speed. So yeah, she'll actually double that unit, as far as I recall. Yes, -2 to his speed. So, hopefully this will work out. I mean, this is not bad at all. I'm pretty satisfied with the results of all of this. My units are pretty good. I mean, what can I say? So we're gonna go this way. I usually don't split up my units this map. I usually just go down one particular direction and call it good there. I think I'm going to, like, risk Shanna right here. Put her right here with the Killing Edge. Sure, that's fine. Have Deke in range. Here a little bit behind. Chad in range of the Silent Staff, and then Lilina as well. Hopefully, Milady, Boars, and my decidedly one dancer this time around. I was going to bring Saul, but my deployment was so limited. I really had to make a lot of cuts to units that I didn't want to make cuts to. And there he is. There's Hugh. I look forward to getting him. Okay. Alrighty. Ooh. I did not take note of that equipment. That could have been the end of Shanna. That's rough. It's a good thing that he didn't crit me right there. Luckily, the Lightning Tome shouldn't have dealt enough damage to kill anyway, because it's very weak. That's a Killer Axe. I need to really pay attention to equipment. That's twice now that well, 3 times now that I've put units into death situations. Like I said, continuous and repeated lapse in judgment is what's going to be my downfall. And by all means, that's very possible right now by the look of things. That was purely just luck that I made it through that without losing 2 of my better units. So, let's keep that up. Let's not lose any units. Please don't get silenced. Unlucky. So now that guy's going to start attacking us. I might be able to work around that. Unless I can get another unit that is capable of getting hit by silence in range. I think I can make that happen with Boars. Also, Deke is still there, so that'll be just fine. He can't kill Deke. There's no way, right? There's no possible chance that he kills Deke. Not with a Lightning Tome. So there's that. Taken care of. Definitively. Presumably no other major issues in range. So we'll go ahead and keep on keeping on. Yeah, some of my units are insanely good. One of my strats this map is that I think, unfortunately, for our boy Chad, he's going to be meeting his end. I very much need the support slots open, because if I could bring Garrett, I would have another good hero on my hands, in addition to... Okay, hold on, let me make sure this is okay. Yeah, she wouldn't have died anyway. Even if I'd gotten crit by that guy, he would have also had to have crit, so... That's very hilarious. But either way. I'm going to have to say goodbye to Chad this map. He's done a lot for us, that is to be certain. But it's his time. It is his time. I need the support slot open for Garrett. I need the support slot open for Geese. Since, you know, that's going to be a thing that I'm going to be dealing with. So let's see how Sophia's doing. She does have access to bows now. Very low HP still, of course. Ooh, interesting. Well, it's a good thing that I just so happen to be in range of that, because that was not intended. I didn't pay attention to that guy's inventory. I did know about the red gem up here on this Manakete. I know that Narcian has access to the Delphi Shield and the blue gem, so we're going to be getting both of those, but I was not paying attention to that one. This is good damage. I could go right here for a little bit of support bonus, so we'll go for that. If we can get Sophia and Igreen up to B rank, they'll give each... Wow, very interesting dodge there. They'll give each other very strange bonuses. Like I've said before, ice and fire is a very bad combination. But it'll work. It'll do what we need it to do. I guess I'll go for the Killing Edge just for the guaranteed safety of it. I'm not putting Milady up against Air Caliber unless I absolutely have to. Actually, she would live if she didn't get crit. Okay, let's go for it. I could lose Zeiss to a simple 93 miss, but I'm willing to risk it in this case. If she had subsequently missed and then gotten crit, that would have been quite the spectacle. Really good level up there. That's honestly why I did that, was because of the level up potential. Alright, let's not stay in range of this guy. Let me make sure that I'm cool on that front. I wonder if I have a pure water in the convoy. I can't remember if that was an item in this game, funnily enough. If it is, then it's a shame that I don't have one. Either way, that'll be just fine. I could still put Sophia in range. 25 damage, she would take 6, so even to a crit, she won't die. Might be a good thing to do. Let's see, do I have a vulnerary on hands? I don't think that I do. Can we move like this? Because I think she has one, so I can do that. Don't need the steel sword. Go right here. I don't need the vulnerary either, necessarily, but it would be nice to have that up and ready. Okay. That'll work indeed. Because I can't really have Merlinus up there until this guy's taken care of, the purge guy. Either losing all of his purge uses, or some other measure by, like, killing him or whatever. Okay, nice. So I might just stand here for a bit with Sophia and allow that to occur. Okay, actually goes for the attack. Misses, of course, but I guess it was more valuable to him to attack than to silence. I wonder why. I don't know what the AI decision-making process is for silence. But I guess that's okay. Physics staff, Hugh, of course. It would have been nice to have had Ray on this side, which I probably could still manage. He's not so far caught up away from the group that I couldn't, like, rescue him with Roy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so Roy right here, and that'll work for me. Let's see Lilina in combat if we can manage. She has really good res too, or I thought she did, so we'll see about it. I guess Kath could also handle this situation. Oh well, let's keep on moving. I can kill this dragon through this door, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I don't think that Douglas... I would have still had to have had Lorum in order to create a situation where Douglas isn't going to attack us, but I might be able to work around him in some way. I guess we'll see about that. I put exactly no thought into that situation, so we'll see about that entirely. This is a good use for the rune sword. If it misses, that's a big shame. Why is it dealing that much damage? Is it really physical based from up close? Why? Is that really how that works? With the rune sword of all things? Okay. That's very fascinating. 9. Oh, it's got 12. Okay, that's why it's doing so much. Guess we'll Killing Edge and see her in action. Alrighty. Cool. One of the combats of all time, that is for sure. I don't know. Lilina's cool. She's doing just fine. I was hoping to use... Oh, actually she has S-rank swords now. I was hoping to use one more use of the rune sword before Hammurning it, and then we're going to see if we can Hammurn the Hammurn, as you guys have been asking for a couple of episodes now. We finally have occasion for it, and so if we can, I would be more than happy to. Okay, so I need a little bit of healing. Do I have a vulnerary? I don't think that I do. The one side without vulnerary access, other than Chad, I guess. Sure, we don't need the iron sword. So, Deke right here. Shanna, vulnerary. Okay. Yeah, it's mostly just going to be a lot of waiting and moving for a couple of turns now. Sophia, how do you do against this guy? 24 damage. If I got double crit, that would be a real shame. I'm going to let the Purge guy move that way. I'll keep her right here. She doesn't need to be topped off, but I'm going to keep her topped off. Hopefully we won't have any issues out of her. All that's left is Merlinus, so here we go. Alrighty. Looks like Douglas is moving in that direction. I might be able to get him trapped up in the treasure room if I really make use of my resources well. It's a shame that he's got the owl sword with such high durability, and then also he's a sword master with really high strength. So it creates a lot of situations where things could go very badly. 1% crit, of course. Yeah, if this were the most unfortunate playthrough of all time, I would have lost a lot of units in this particular map. If I force... Okay, who's my lowest res unit? 6 on you. Is there anybody with lower res? There's Chad, there's Deke. I could use Deke for this. 16 in crit, 11 luck, and from the B rank with Shanna, he'll be dead even. So I'll put Deke right here with Air Caliber. Sure, that's fine. Then keep Shanna in range for the crit avoid. That way he'll attack Deke, move up against the wall, and then I should be able to use Kath to snipe and kill. That's my hope, that's my plan. Fire Emblem, 3 hopes. Okay, that'll be just fine. And then she has no fear. She has no Lilina. I don't need to do anything with Lilina. Yeah, she's got enough luck to handle it anyway. A little bit of Chad up here. And we should be able to rescue drop. And that way we can deal with this situation better next turn. Take and drop. If it really comes down to it too, I can just surround him. I can form up and surround him all and not let a single part of him escape. Okay, we'll just do this. That's fine. Sophia with the bow rank. Could you imagine if we got her up to S rank bows to get that Mulligear? That would be quite wonderful. She actually has pretty good potential to cap out her strength, oddly enough. She is sort of accidentally been forced to get level ups in other stats too. Like, not forced so much, but because of the sheer volume of level ups that I gave her, it's quite a bit. Okay, so I really need to figure out something for Douglas, because like I was saying, Owl Sword, it's really high on uses. If I'm not mistaken, it might be the highest used sword in the game. So I can't rely on him to, like, break his weapon against me. 27 damage. And, like, obviously I don't want to kill him either, because then that takes away my Gaiden map. There's no negating crit rate against Douglas, so I'm not going to think about that. 27 damage. 27 damage would not kill Fear in 1 hit, and he can't double her. As a matter of fact, she doubles him. So if I... Let's see, am I taking weapon triangle into consideration? Because I shouldn't be. I'm going to have to unequip her if I do this. So, 12 damage. 15 times 3 is 45. She can't die. I would just have to make sure that she's topped off every single turn so that she doesn't face death from a crit. I might be able to manage that in some way. As for these guys, yeah, we're just chilling. We've got to take it easy down here. Do what we can. Not move too quickly, not move too slowly. Okay. It's a big balancing act, this particular chapter. Let's see. Okay, you didn't do what I wanted you to, and Hugh specifically helped you by blocking Kath. What a guy. I wonder why they went for Lilina. That doesn't make any sense to me, but I guess that's okay. This is where the one of you that said boots for Fear would have been a great plan. Okay, we can still go up and attack, although now Kath is facing danger from mages. Her least favorite thing to face danger from. Well, I guess I'll heal Lilina with the Vulnerary, wherever that's at. I know that I have one. Well, where did I place it? Deke? I have another one on Chad. Okay, there it is. That'll work. Go ahead and heal up. Okay. Then I could place Fear down with a hand axe and not have any fear from these guys, funnily enough. Yeah, she has 25 luck, as a matter of fact. I forgot about that. So hopefully she won't be facing issues from anything in particular. I forgot, or I didn't forget, I didn't bring Sin on purpose because I needed the deployment spots. And it's a shame about that because he would have helped Fear with the crit avoid issue, but she's not worried about it, so it's fine. Horse Slayer, Lightning, Armor Slayer. Only 2 more purge uses. Nobody in this range can die. I guess he was just going to chase down Roy. I don't remember if he attempts to initiate the whole, like, recruiting himself thing, or if he attacks, usually. I don't have any recollection of what he does there. But it doesn't matter to me as long as we're not in range of the purge with Roy. There we go. And then these guys kind of just have to stay here, so... Break it down. Do what we can. You know, she'll still face a little bit of damage from these guys, but she can't die even if she gets hit by both of them and the purge guy. Her HP is so high at this point, she's not concerned. It's really a shame I couldn't bring Percival so that we would have a second version of this, although his res is decidedly lower in exchange for the higher defense. Yeah, I don't know. My units are kind of insane right now. I'm very proud of them in a lot of ways. Alrighty, and then 2 more purge uses, and hopefully I can get done with this guy. Still hurts. Ouch. My skin and bones. Did Douglas not move? Or did he move that entire distance and it's fine? I don't have to do that, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to have a very big Douglas problem on my hands very shortly. I hope that I don't have to run around the entire map just to avoid him. But it's looking like that might be the thing that happens. Because as unfortunate as it is that I'm going to have to get the next map and play it, I do want to get the good ending. Even though I have no need for the Legendary Light Tome, I don't want to play the next map at all, and I don't really care if I lose Douglas. It's not about Douglas, it's about the secret ending, or the special ending, or the true ending, or whatever you want to call it. I could make the executive decision right now to just kill Douglas and forget about getting the good ending, and just end the game when it ends. But this could be one of the first Iron Mans on YouTube that gets to the good ending with actual good units, so we'll see about that. I do want to get the good ending, ultimately. As much of a struggle as it is. Alright, Lilina, heal up one more time. We'll back off a little bit, and we'll see what happens. How much do you want, buddy? Hey, fella. Yeah. Okay, I don't want it. I don't want it. No, I don't want it. 10,000. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. Alrighty. I don't need it. Yeah, if I were to recruit him right there, with all of that lowered investment, he would lower his stats tremendously. I find that to be a very fascinating concept and everything, but oh well. Alright, we've kind of just got to wait here for one more turn, so let's go ahead and get it over with. Did he just target her? Or Roy? What happened there? What was that? Excuse me? What did he just do? What? Excuse me? What? I've never seen that happen before. Is he trying to fight Roy as a healer? He's like, bro, square up. You could have recruited me. This is what you could have caught these hands instead of. What? Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy. I've never seen that happen before. I know that healers sometimes retain targeting AI, but I've never seen a healer actually square up like that. Like, okay, cool. Thanks, buddy. You really did a great job there, my friend. You've proven yourself. Maybe I should have recruited you all along if you're a healer who's capable of that. But whatever. That's fine. I will now proceed to hammer in the Rune Sword and possibly use it to steal his life force, because I no longer have need of him. He is strictly getting in the way at this point. Cool. I'm genuinely just confused by that, but it's quite amazing for sure. I would love to see him square up against Roy again. I can't turn on his animations, of course, because I don't have access to them, but that's amazing. Okay, these guys, you can go ahead and move on up now. We're out of Purge. Don't have to worry about it anymore. The dream team out here of Sophia, Igreen, Boars, and Milady. That's probably not a team that you've seen constructed in Fire Emblem previously. Okay, he's not trying to square up anymore, at least. Cool. So, in terms of Douglas, I really am just gonna have to bait him, like, super far out. I don't have access to any sort of, like, stone spell, sleep spell. I do actually have a sleep staff, but I left it on one of my units in the battle preps so that I wouldn't accidentally have too little space. For some reason, I was just like, yeah, I won't need it this map. What would I possibly need it for? And then I proceeded to not bring it, so very smart of me, of course. For the Douglas situation, I really don't know. I guess at this point I could just go around the entire actual map, since I'm proceeding in that direction anyway, and it just kind of occurred to me that I don't think that this squad, even at its best, is going to be able to handle a paladin. It probably could. If I use Igreen to bait the guy, I could probably deal with the paladin. It's not quite enough luck to avoid getting crit for sure or anything, but Lance Reaver Paladin. I could bait the Javelin. 6 damage, 20 minus 2 because of doubled weapon triangle. He couldn't kill Igreen even with the crit, so I guess she'll be fine. Yeah, I can go around the entire map. I don't like that I have to, but I can do that, I guess. I no longer have a use for Hugh, so he can follow us if he really wants to. Sure, I'll just get out of here, I guess. Pick up Fear with Chad. I could use Chad to bait Douglas elsewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe I'll just speed up a little bit in order to get all my units back together and avoid some consequences in the name of Douglas. So I'll catch you whenever there is relevant action again. You know what, actually, I could do something kind of interesting here. And I think that I will, as a matter of fact, do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, maybe how am I gonna do this? Because, like, now I could just put somebody right here, and then Hugh will continue to block them, right? So, let's do that, question mark. Trade over the Hammern, just in case. Keep the Restore. Don't need the Hammer so much. And we'll just drop, and never mind. Can't make it that far. I trust Shanna to not kill Douglas, but also not get killed by Douglas, I think. I could use Ray for this, or I could use Kath as well, because she wouldn't attack back. She would probably get one shot, though, if she got crit. If Shanna gets crit, she'll probably die, too. 27 damage. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess I'm gonna have to keep running, because I can't guarantee. I'm pretty sure that he won't move. Okay, well, I'm going to make the executive decision to go ahead and do this. Interesting that they have their support ready. I'll use the Lance Reaver just so that hopefully... What's his defense? 21. She can't kill him, even with the Killing Edge, so... That's fine. If he doesn't move, that's cool. If he does move and proceeds to kill Shanna, I'll cry about it. Because that would be a very tremendous loss. But I think I might be able to keep him right here. And if I can, then I'll just use Chad for that, and we'll see about it. So we'll keep moving with these guys. But either way, like I was saying, I'll speed through until we get to relevant action, and then catch you then. Okay, just a fast update, I guess. That worked. I mean, I can just do that. That's fine. I will now partition Chad to doing that, and whenever I want him to die, I'll have to probably just move him downwards, I guess, and then Douglas will kill him. But that'll pretty much just patch up that situation flawlessly, so that's cool, I guess. Well, that is not good if that is a bolting guy. I am not aware of whether or not that is a bolting guy, but if that is, that's really bad, and I also would find that to be highly cringe. That is highly cringe. I don't like bolting ambush spawns, as a matter of fact. I think that's pretty gross. So, thanks Fire Emblem 6. You really stand up for me when it really comes down to the wire. That's great. Whatever, we'll get back into it when we get back into it. Alright, I guess we can get back into it now. This game really did just say, allow me to reinforce your reinforcements, sir, and then it proceeded to do that. Kind of a shame. I kind of really don't like that at all, but that's kind of just this game for you. We're going to be dealing with the consequences of these actions for a very long time to come, it would seem. There are a lot of reinforcements which have been reinforced, as a matter of fact. So cool, I guess. We'll just chug along into those. My biggest issue right now is the Paladin. If we can get through the Paladin, then we're cool. But otherwise, we're reinforcing these reinforcements instead of having proper intelligent game design. I always did say, you know, deep within my heart, I always knew it was always better to have reinforcements on your reinforcements rather than have good game design. That's one principle that I've always stuck to in my own game design, as a matter of fact. This game has taught me that in spades. Once you have the distinct pleasure of playing my game, it'll make this game look like a joke in terms of how well designed it is with the reinforcements. Because there will be so many. It's always quantity over quality, right? Like, that's the main thing in Fire Emblem. Or at least in this game. It's always been... No, don't worry about it. It's quality and quantity. It's just there's so much quantity that it creates quality. That's how that works, isn't it? Like, this game, man. I really don't know what they were thinking. They just said, yeah, I love reinforcements. Please let me just put in more reinforcements. And then the guy that was in charge was like, sure, I love reinforcements. They're so cool. We just need so many of them that the player has so much fun. They're going to be in maps for like 4 hours just fighting reinforcements because that's fun. They'll love it so much. It'll be like turn 68, and there will still be mercenaries coming from that stairwell. You won't even know how in the world they spawned. It's going to make absolutely no sense how there are that many men trapped in a cellar, unless you enjoy particular types of media that allow for that. But it'll make no sense to the player how they can store that many people in one cellar. And they'll have so much fun. It'll be great. Then everybody started clapping, and then they gave both of those guys a raise, and that's exactly what they did. And they kept designing the game that way. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. We're gonna have to stand here for a minute and deal with this, because, yeah, I guess Igreen could get crit. She has a 1% chance of death on like a 25% hit rate against her. Here we are. This is gameplay. This is Fire Emblem, everybody. Maybe I should just speed through this, because it's just reinforcements. Like, I guess if a 27 wants to hit me and then proceed to crit me, then that's fine. That's really the only action that's going to be coming of this for at least a few minutes. This could be bad. She keeps getting hit. Cool, I guess. If I heal her, she's fine again, but I can't heal her, actually, so... Oh, yes, of course. Right. Oh! Okay, well, Chad has distinct death potential now. Thanks, Hugh. I appreciate you. I don't need Chad alive, but I was hoping to save him for at least a while longer. Okay, cool. I guess the map suddenly got more dynamic with all those reinforcements that were so blessed in being able to fight. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna speed through the reinforcements. This doesn't need to be like a 3-hour episode. It's going to have to be a 3-hour recording, but it doesn't have to be a 3-hour episode, so I'll catch you when I catch you. think we can finally sort of get back into the gameplay a little bit. Maybe, potentially, depending on how many times the reinforcements must yet be reinforced. I think we've reached an end to it finally, and Fear, thank goodness for her, because boy, that was, ooh, yeah. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean? For sure, oh yeah. Big time, as a matter of fact. I promise I like this game, guys. Like, oh, the reinforcements. Oh, the reinforcements. Oh my gosh, what riveting gameplay. I love fighting the same guy 16 times in a row. You know what I mean? Nothing fills me with as much joy as just seeing that one guy with the same steel sword as the last guy. It's like, man, they really know how to make a game. They sure do. It is legitimately fun to me a little bit because, like, I know that I can deal with it. I know that there are no consequences for my actions whenever the actions that the game takes are consequence-free, you know? So, like, it's really just a wear-you-down tactic is what it feels like. It's like, let's make them fight so many enemies that the difficulty comes from them keeping sanity. Like, the difficulty is how much sanity and patience the player has. But then the players that have enough patience to deal with it, or that have brain-dead units like Fear, they're just sitting there. They're like, oh boy, this is great. Oh, the gameplay here is just 10 out of 10. I do legitimately enjoy this game. One of these days, I'm personally going to have to go and make my own Project Ember. Sorry for hitting the mic there twice. I'm just so passionate about this, you know? It's just one of those things that will never not get to me. I don't know why I forgot that there were so many reinforcements in this game prior to starting it. It didn't feel like it was like this much of a thing previously. Maybe it was just that I was playing without crit rate at the time, and so the reinforcements were like literally so inconsequential that it didn't affect my enjoyment at all. I'm not really sure. I'm not 100% on that, whatever the case was at the time. Either way, got a couple of snipers to take care of. As a matter of fact, I think that Fear is going to be my primary killer of those. Funnily enough, Sophia can now use Armads, so that's cool. I do want to see something, though. I do want to see if I'm capable of Hummerning the Hummern. So we're going to try that next turn, I think. Unless I go right here. If I do this, then I might be able to go ahead and test that out. If we can, I mean, that's great. Okay. They did actually think that far ahead for this game, so that's cool. I'm a little bit glad that that's the case, because then we would literally just have unlimited Armads or whatever. I will give her the Armads. She should be pretty okay at taking on dragons. Like, I know that they don't hit on your res in this game, but she might be able to still one-shot them, because she has pretty high strength, and the Armads is 18 might, so it should still be able to do something. I think I might just open the door and allow my 2 sword units, and Boars, and possibly Roy, to take this situation on, because I don't think that I need to deal with those from 2 range in order to make a statement or anything. I think we can just do that and have it be done and over with. Alrighty, you guys, I get it. I know that you really, really want to come and fight me, but you don't have to, just so we're perfectly clear on that. Alrighty, Liliana kill, and then Shanna kill. I don't know if you saw the level up that Liliana got and all of that speed up, by the way, because I probably did have to speed that up by like 700%. But she got a good level up. She got like strength, speed, luck or something, and it makes me happy to see stuff like that. Let's see. I guess I can use Fear to bait the Manakete as well, as long as I make sure to move her a little bit intelligently. There we go. So it is about time to gather up all of the treasure. That's cool. I really enjoy that. I'm gonna go ahead and take a mend or recover or whatever from the convoy for Chad's use. It is a bit of a shame that Chad, like, I guess he may be loosely aware that his time is just about up. But he's still carrying on, right? Okay, so 40 damage off that guy. Yeesh. I do still need to steal the key from him, or whatever it's called, the item, the red gem from him as well. Let's see, where's Deke? Deke is too far behind. I'll just attempt this. This should be okay. If she doesn't crit, I'll be shocked. If she misses one, then I have Kath. So, yeah, kind of expected the double crit there. Okay. We sure are moving. I do actually, while I was doing all of that, I did develop a plan for the next map that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. So despite this map being as it is, I think you're really going to enjoy the next episode. Because I was, for some reason, contemplating the strategy for the next map while playing the current map, and I think I have something in mind that's going to find itself to be very fun. I think you're going to like it. So do make sure you tune in for that one, and don't miss the treasure from this one if you're already bored in some way. I couldn't imagine how, of course, but we'll get there. We'll make it some way or another. It's like that iCarly song, except for the part where I don't remember any of the lyrics, and I just said that because I feel loosely as though that's the correct thing to have said. Alrighty. I do like the dragons in this game. I think that they're a very fun mechanic. I do wish that they were a little bit more common, but perhaps slightly toned down in strength. I guess what they could have done is just made them more powerful and not so much just give them stat bonuses through the weapon. I don't know. I just think that they're a little bit neat. That's all that there is to it. So what's your hit rate going to be like with the Armads? 75, you've got 109 hit rate, 30 avoid, with Igreen in range. That could be a little bit scary. Could be a little bit excessive. I guess we'll see what happens, because I could put Fear right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rescue Chad out of the way with, like, Milady or something. Like, by all means, this could get dicey really quickly. 29 damage. They have a lot of defense. I might have to use Sophia for this, actually. This is very fascinating. I don't have to. I definitely don't have to, but I do find it to be moderately hilarious that not only does she survive a hit, but she's honestly a decent candidate for it. So, she doubles them, just don't miss and then get crit, thanks. Preesh, arigato, my friend Sophia. Please? You got this, you got this. Awesome. Yeah, that was needlessly dicey, but it's a good thing that we trained Sophia. As a matter of fact, I think that that single circumstance, despite my hastiness in getting that move on, that was worth it. That was worth it, right? You could all agree that that one moment justified every single hour that I spent previously up to this point grinding Sophia to level 20 in order to promote her for this map, and then subsequently choosing to deploy her instead of anybody else. I think that this justifies my actions in all ways. As a matter of fact, it justifies my actions so well that I don't even have to elaborate any further. As a matter of fact, I can just stop talking about just how justified my actions were. And so that's what I'll do, for your sanity, for your peace of mind. Because I know that I was right. I don't have to keep reminding you. It's a humbleness thing at this point, right? Like, I have to stay humble and make sure that it's not, you know, a big deal or anything, that I'm just objectively correct in my decision-making. As long as we're clear on that, we're good. Okay. So, I am now going to dump off all of Chad's things into the convoy. And I'm going to start using him to once again bait Douglas around the entire building. Because I no longer care, I think, what happens to him. I'm instead going to, I guess, use Milady to gather up the treasure chests over here. I do have a chest key that's 5 uses. I kind of need Milady up top. I'm not confident enough in Roy to put him down in that direction by himself. But I think Douglas will still choose to attack Chad over Roy, so maybe I will just do this. Grab the 1 chest key. I could grab a 2-use and a 3-use and sort of free up inventory space that way, and I think I'll do that. So Roy will be the treasure gatherer, along with Chad, or along with Walt temporarily, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Milady could stand right here, rescue him. Okay, cool. Awesome, as a matter of fact. So now that we've got this entire map basically figured out, I will just speed up until we're at the point that treasure's a thing that's cool and good, and so on and so forth, and all that. So I'll catch you then. Alrighty, so I find our Douglas situation to be rather misfortunate for a number of reasons. So now we have to figure this out. Well, let's see about this. I don't want to have to kill him. Let me make sure, if the Gaiden requirement doesn't require Douglas, then I'm going to kill him, but I'll be right back. Okay, so as a matter of fact, the only requirement for the next chapter is that Douglas survives this one. So that's cool, I guess. So now we have to figure this out. The best situation for me is to figure out as many circumstances as possible where it's unlikely that he attacks somebody, and then force him to attack somebody who is desirable for me. So the way that I would usually do that would be, by now, I create a situation where he can kill none of my units without a crit, but he can guaranteed kill Chad. From which point he is outside of the room, and then I can continually bait him with 2 units, presumably just using fear, and then whoever has the next highest defense, which is probably Boars. So if I just create a situation where he's back outside of the room and he kills Chad, that's great and that's good. And now I otherwise just have to surround him with circumstances which are unfavorable to him compared to just going and killing Chad. So one of these can be Igreen. He will not kill Igreen. He also will not kill, well, he might kill Boars. He's not going to double Boars. There's no way. So that's one. I basically just have to wall up over here. He won't be able to kill Boars. He won't be able to kill anybody, actually. The only person that he can default kill is Chad, because he has 27 attack. Actually, he can't default kill Chad, and Chad has enough speed to not get doubled, so that definitely worsens my scenario by a fair bit. The upside to Chad is that he is a unit who also cannot be... He also cannot attack back, and if I could create a situation where he has the lowest defense of all of the units that can be attacked, he'll go for him for the damage output by itself. So, these 3 right here should be okay. Then I can, like, kind of just put Shanna also loosely in range, just to create a small sort of wall for Lilina to stand in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, attack to here, so if Lilina goes right here, she's safe. Alright, so that side's cool and good. Sophia, on the other hand, is not exactly in the best set of circumstances. Milady is kind of fine. Kath is in the same situation as Chad, except she has more HP, more avoid, the same defense. He probably won't kill Kath. He'll probably choose Chad over Kath. Merlinus is kind of down in a bad spot. I could rescue units up in the corner up here, like use Deke to rescue Wolt and so on. Let's see here. How do I want to go about this? I could have thought that out a little bit better, in all honesty. So, I can also create a situation with Deke, because he has enough defense to not make it an issue. Sophia's defense is higher. She may have more avoid is the problem. 44 Void. Or he may have more Void, rather, is the problem. Let's see. Wolt and Merlinus are like the prime targets for him. Let's see here. I guess I can just use Deke and then Milady down here. And then Kath like right here. I hate to do this with Kath specifically, but I think this is what I'm gonna have to wind up doing. So we'll do this, create a little wall for these guys to stay inside of. Hopefully he doesn't go for Kath. That's like his next most prime target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since he won't kill Chad, Chad will then be weakened and I can bait him further in this direction unless he crits Chad or something, which I can reconcile with when the time comes. So we'll see about this. I've got Roy all the way down here so that he baits the least amount of enemies possible by being far away. I think he could handle one mercenary. It'd be a little bit shaky for him. It'd actually be very shaky for him, but we'll see. And end turn. This is where things could go the worst, by far. Chad should be the prime target. Okay, cool. Don't crit? Cool. Awesome. Chad is intended to die anyway, so we can manage that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I further create circumstances, yeah, I'm gonna have to get Chad killed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, attack to here. So right here, he'll kill Chad. Thank you for your service, buddy. You did a great job. And then I will subsequently put down 2 units who cannot be killed by Douglas under really any circumstances right out in front, right here. Presumably, I could put down 3 and keep him in this direction, but I will have to deal with that when the time comes. So, Killer Lance up. Just don't... Okay, we can't kill him even if we double crit. Then who's my next unit who would not really be facing issues? From max HP, Milady does not die, so I can deal with that too. If I vulnerary with her, she is fantastic for this situation. How does she do against these guys? It's a little bit less good. But still, she can't die. So that's what I'm going for. Milady, thank you very much for your service. We'll kill out these 2 mercenaries. That'll be cool and good. 16 defense on him. 27. He would deal... He can't kill in 1 hit either. Okay, so that's great. I no longer have a healer since Chad is gone. But at least I can manage my circumstances a little bit better now. So now I'm going to trade some stuff over and sort of work on the situation with Narcian, taking away his stuff. I should be able to rescue everybody out of range in some way or another. It may be a little bit dicey. Maybe I'll wait 1 more turn on that, just so that I have an abundance of options, and my exhausted brain from playing this map for almost an hour and a half can have a chance to just be chill for a second. While I'm not in speed up, I'm going to grab a couple of these chests. Poison bow. I didn't think I could get poison weapons from this randomizer. I guess I can? Who uses a poison bow in this game? I didn't realize that was even in the game. When is a poison weapon used in this game? Other than poison axe, of course. Are there poison bows? Where do they appear? I have no idea where those are in the default game. Rest in peace, Chad. No, why here? Yeah, I'm sorry. It was bound to happen whenever I created my Kath strat. It's unfortunate, but it's how it's gonna have to be. Okay, so with the vulnerary and with a lot of resources inevitably to be spent, I guess what I could do is I could... Where I don't have a healer, it's a lot more dicey than it was before. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just use boars to kill this guy. Well, I would have used boars to kill that guy. I guess I'll use Lilina, hopefully, to kill. What's a good scenario here? There's really not one. We can't kill him anyway with the Killer Lance, but especially not with the Javelin, so it's okay if that has to take a couple of hits. Please crit. Okay, that's fine. So then we can go here, kill this guy with Hellfire. I hope. Air Caliber is probably better, so we'll do that. Just for the hit rates. Awesome. Okay. So, yeah, I can create a lot of scenarios which I can contend with for a while. I don't actually have an elixir, I think, so I'm not necessarily safe in any particular way, but I can sort of shuffle my units in a way that hopefully creates a little bit more safety. My primary focus is to get through these guys and maybe just surround Douglas. He'll choose to attack one unit more often than the other ones. Okay, that's a fine level up, I guess. So I might be able to create situations which I'm more accepting of with him. I don't know. I'm starting to regret that I allowed so hastily for Lorem to be defeated in the previous map, because it would have been nice to not have to deal with this specifically. Fantastic level up. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll just dance for Shanna now. I might be able to finesse Hugh into absorbing one spot if I can get Douglas into healing range. Please don't miss this crit, thank you. If I can get him into healing range, I can cause a scenario where he absorbs one of the spots, then I only have to allocate 2 units to this. My big concern right now is getting up here, breaking down this wall, recruiting Zeiss, and hurrying up with the rest of my stuff. Silence. If I can get a guiding ring, I can send that back to Merlinus. It would just be a matter of getting lucky with one of these chests, because I know one of them gives a promotion item. Man, I don't like Douglas when he's not a general. It's so much easier to contend with him when he doesn't have infinite crit rate against you. Imagine that. Okay. Alrighty. Big ouchie. Oh, well that's cool, I guess. She only deals 1 damage anyway. A blank level up. Cool. Awesome. Love that. Interesting maneuver indeed. So, his most desired target will be the one that he deals the most damage to. And if I can create a situation where that is Fear, then I'm completely okay with this. Because she will most likely avoid anyway. These two don't die to a crit. I can unequip her and thus make her the most valuable target. I have vulneraries on hand, so I should be able to just repeatedly dance for Fear. I do still have to get Milady up out of there, so I need to find a unit that has more defense than Fear. Either that or swap Fear out for somebody. Somehow Shanna does, so that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna get Ray. Let's just do it like this. I'll move Sophia. Not Sophia, actually. I don't need to pretend as though that she has any defense at all, so Igreen will go right here. Hopefully vulnerary up. If not, I'll find one for her. There we go. Hand axe equipped, vulnerary up. Then put down, I guess, Ray. Ray doesn't need to do anything for now. Merlinus right here, drop all your stuff in the convoy. All of the stuff that you can use. I will have to, one by one, shuffle things out of her inventory that she can use. Great. Okay. Let me just take weapons that I know that I'm not going to be selling. There's that. Wodow. Presumably some other sword. I will be selling the Silver Blade, actually. It's just too worth, it's worth too much to not get rid of. Brave Bow I won't get rid of, and... what else? Hummern. Sure, that's fine. So you should be attacking Fear now. That would be your preferred candidate, because you can't double anybody. She may have the most avoid, but she has the least defense. I'm hoping that that creates perfect circumstances for you. Sophia in range of Igreen for the support bonus, and Deet can just chill. Goes for Boars. That's a bit of a shame. I can keep Boars topped off the easiest. It's probably just an avoid issue at this point. I could equip Fear with a hand axe. Maybe that would make her a more prime target. We'll try that. I'll give her a hand axe, or maybe just an iron axe, or something that lowers her avoid, but also doesn't deal a lot of damage. Hammer is really inaccurate, so we'll give her a hammer. Okay, and that's fine. It's only 1 damage anyway. It does create a lot more damage that she takes, though. So really need her to not get crit now. We do have an elixir. That's quite lucky. Okay. Vulnerary over to Boars. Probably 2 of them, to be honest. So then he can heal up. Nobody's in danger of death. I need to hurry up and figure out something for Milady. Nothing is great with her. Let's see. It's going to be very difficult for me to create a situation where Hugh wants to heal Douglas, so... Hopefully Boars doesn't just crit Homeboy over here. Maybe I should unequip him entirely, just to avoid that. It's not great. None of this is great, but it's what we're going to have to deal with. I guess what I'll do now is I'll just speed up and hopefully not have any issues. Of course, I'll slow down if there are issues, but we'll see what happens. So I'll catch you when I catch you. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and get this promotion item first, and we'll see what happens. Alright, cool. Hero Crest, woo! Okay, 1 more turn, and then I'll do the speed up, because there is 1 more item to be gained. I could probably do this. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Maybe I get lucky and if he continues to attack Boars, then I can use that to my advantage and take Boars in that direction, but we'll get to that when we do. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And a Brave Lance right there. Okay, I was hoping it would be something moderately bad so I wouldn't have to slow down the speed up, but whatever, that's what that is. Alrighty, let's go ahead and recruit Zeiss really quickly. I've got a strategy brewing, but it needs to go ahead and happen. Let's go ahead and get him. Milady. Tip, tip. There we go. He's recruited. That's done. That's over with. We've already looked at him. He's great. He's good. Probably not going to be able to use him for a number of reasons. So, now that that's said and done, Merlinus, go to the secret shop. I think it's up top, isn't it? Unfortunate that it is. Did I already steal that blue gem? I didn't. Oh well, I should be able to manage regardless. Merchant. Okay, first we trade something. Hellfire, I'm probably not selling that. Goodbye, Iron Sword, I don't care. Give this, take the Hero Crest. I'm probably just gonna sell it. We'll see what I do in a moment. Divine Tomes, don't need them. Fire, put that away. Divine Tome, don't need them. We'll be selling these things. I'm going to do my best to get a move on and get Deke promoted and a heal staff in his hands so that I can manage the situation down here a little bit better. Because I can now get Milady back down here, and I can get into a situation where I can just keep Douglas at bay until something changes. Whatever works. I'm planning on dropping Boars right here, so that neither one of these units is in particular danger right away. I just need to get a trade chain moved. I'm just gonna kill this guy. I don't care anymore. He's made me angry for this entire map. He's now going to become Roy experience. He tried to throw hands with Roy earlier. We're gonna show him what happens when you do that. I'm sorry, Hugh, but I'm not. You made me mad, buddy. Maybe I should kill him with the Armads. Wouldn't that be hilarious? No, it wouldn't be. I'll shoot him once. Weaken him up for Roy. Oh, never mind. Sophia hates him. Wait, me? No way. Yeah, I feel no remorse. I like you a lot, but boy, he has been annoying this map. I had a great strategy, and he ruined it. I ruined it by allowing a lot of circumstances. By attacking that guy and not killing him and giving him a target to heal. That was on me, but now it's on him, because he's dead. So, let's go ahead and do what we've got to do. Nice. Good. If I vulnerary, then she's safe. I kind of hate that he moved in the way that he did. So now I kind of have to back off still. A shame, to be sure, but one that I can manage. Okay. Finally. Give me a guiding ring right now. Give me a guiding ring. I'll worry about the rest of it later. Give it to me. I don't care. It's mine now. So now we trade this over like this. Move her to here. Dance all the way down there. Trade it over. Whatever. Didn't need to move Deke the way that I did, but it's fine. It's fine. We can manage the circumstance. I completely forgot to get him a healing staff. Okay, I'll worry about that momentarily. I'll grab one for sure. Heal and mend, as a matter of fact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just trade them over to Milady. Cool. Awesome, as a matter of fact. So, now Deke can finally promote after a million years of waiting. This game, man. Okay. Okay. Cool. Don't crit me. Thank you. Thanks for the dodge, actually. So board's right here. Awesome. That's both tiles blocked off. Great. Now. Trade. Trade. Big trade. There we go. Trade once more, presumably. Heal staff is fine for now. I'll get the other one later. Go right there. Awesome. What a map. We're safe. We're good. We're fine. It's time. It's finally time. The moment we've all been waiting for. Since the beginning of this run. He's finally here. Oh, what a wait it's been. Tremendous stat bonuses. It's finally here. He doesn't look as good as he previously did, just because of how much higher his stat caps are, but I assure you he's not just the same, he's better. And he will now begin leveling up again. We now have a suitable staff user on our hands. He only has E rank for some reason, but now he can use the 4 Blaze as well. With his 18 magic, 10 from the heal staff, he'll heal 28 HP per heal, 38 with amend once we get him up to rank, which I'm sure we will by the end of this map. It's finally over. The wait of all waits. I can't even believe it's time. But here he is. It's finally done. Big Deke. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to either speed up, or there may come a point where I honestly may just start cutting parts of the video. I hate to do that, but this is ridiculous, man. The reinforcements, the Douglasing. I could have circumnavigated this by playing better. But at the same time, I probably wouldn't have even brought Larum to this map anyway. It's just annoying to have to do that. So now I'm going to have to go all the way around. Either that, I'm probably just going to surround Douglas, to be honest. But I'm going to create a circumstance right now that helps me a lot. And then we're going to just get the treasure. Figure out the situation with Douglas. I'm just going to turn off all animations for a little bit. Figure out the situation with Douglas. I'm going to have to do a lot of selling with Merlinus. And I'll catch you when I catch you. Okay. I'm tired, man, but I think despite the 2 hours and 6 minutes I've spent on this map, we are nearly at the end of it. A lot has happened if you've been watching the speed up. If not, if you've skipped it, I completely understand. Right now I'm working on getting rid of Homeboy's uses on his rune sword while I gather up the treasure, kill this dragon with Sophia just because it's funny at this point. And dude's gonna get his final piece of experience right here to hit level 20. A great level up, to be sure. Ouch. Anyway, I'm now going to promote Boars. It's been a long time coming. He deserves it. Very much so. Finally got him that guiding ring. Douglas may decide to attack somebody else because he's now going to get some pretty good promotion gains. He looks great. I'm very happy with him. Oh yeah, that's nice. He gets less speed, a little bit more magic than the female variant. But that's a good unit right there. 18 defense on our boy. Douglas may very well stop attacking him now in favor of either of the other two. And if he does that, then I have to be a little bit careful about his health so that I don't accidentally kill him. He's used up half of his sword. I'm going to go ahead and turn animations back on, or at least put him on solo. Sophia gets a dragon kill again. She killed both of them this map. She may be half dragon herself, but she faces no issues in combat with them, apparently. I'm hoping that I can give the Narcine kill to her too. She's not getting good level ups by any means, but I might go over there and get her an angelic robe, put her up to 40 HP. We'll see what I get out of these treasure chests. I have I have my inventory lined up so that I have enough things where I can send them instantly over to the convoy where Merlinus can sell them if they're no good. If they're not worthwhile, that is. Deke might be up to being able to use Mend pretty soon. He's used a lot of heals. I don't know how many it takes off the top of my head. Yeah, okay, cool. Excellent. Thanks, my dude. I really appreciate your continued efforts to undermine me in absolutely all ways. I'm going to turn him back off. I don't need him on right now. She's healed, so basically you have to get hit in order to get rid of a use. If I could convince old homeboy right here to start moving in a different direction and make it so that he's walled off by 2 units instead, I would have a much easier time. I think I'll begin moving into hoping to try to do that here pretty soon. Just need to get everybody out of the way first. What's in these treasure chests? 5,000 gold, that is greatly appreciated. Alrighty, next up, this turn. Yeah, I get it. You think you're the big funny man, but in reality, you're just the big making me angry man. So we'll do it like this, and maybe get him on his way to moving up that way. If we can get him blocked off by 2 units, I'm more than happy to keep it that way. At least until Sophia needs to get involved. Alright, next up. Nosferatu. That's cool. I'm sending back the blue gem, obviously. I might sell the Nosferatu as well. I would like to get another guiding ring. If I could, then I could start using Rutger again. It'd probably be more beneficial to use Zeiss at this point, but Rutger still has that support with Deke. It's very nice. It's very good. I'd prefer to not have to kill him off. But you never know. Keep Roy out of range of Lilina. She has enough to avoid his crits anyway. Okay. Alright, that'll work. Still yet moving on. The big funny comedy man, once again, strikes with all of his might. Right into my spleen. Just about killed him with Deke. Deke actually does double him. That is hilarious. He deserves it too. Alrighty. Once again, I'm asking for your support. Okay, I'm gonna have to surround him for one more turn because I moved a little bit poorly. Next up on the treasure list. A Killing Edge, cool. I'll send back the Nosferatu. Possibly sell that. Probably sell that. Nice miss. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I guess I'll move him up here. He can't move around, so if he's up here, I can now manage the situation a little bit better. What do we get? Silver Sword. I could probably sell that. I like the Silver Sword, though. I'll send back the I'll send back the Silver Sword. See what happens. Lilina, go ahead and do your thing. Okay. Nice dodge, nice dodge. So now these two can wall off this situation. As long as I stay out of range of him, that'll be just fine. The final treasure chest, a torch staff, the thing we've been waiting for this entire game. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to sell off the blue gem. I'm really tempted to sell that hero crest at this point. Lou is still viable, although he just lost his A support partner. Alan is not viable. I'm just going to sell the hero crest. I think I could buy a different promotion item with it, and it would serve me much better. I can afford one promotion item, one angelic robe. I will get an angelic robe for Sophia, because I will protect Sophia. What else do we want? Do we really want another guiding ring? What would a night crest do for me? Probably nothing. I've already promoted Lilina, and I promoted Fear, so I don't need that. Hero crest, I've decided, doesn't do anything for me. Orion's Bolt, we've been well past the point of needing. Elysian Whip would promote Milady. Guiding Ring would offer me the option of, if it gets dicey, I can promote Homeboy, Rutger. I'm gonna get a Guiding Ring. Maybe I'm just having a little bit of Guiding Ring PTSD, just based around the fact that I simply cannot obtain Guiding Rings in this run for some strange reason. But, whatever the case is, we now have one in case of any circumstance popping up. Now I will begin moving. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Boars back this way. So, I'll drop him. Then I'll put you here. You can do what you want. You can still take one more hit. Deke is in range where he can heal anybody. Okay, cool. Awesome, great. We'll work on Narcian now. Goes for Fear, that's fine with me. More misses. Okay, alright. Boars over here. There. Awesome, great. Can he face crit rate? 16, 18. Your support partner is not here, so I will no longer be indulging in that, unless I can figure out how much damage is being dealt prior. Does anybody have a tome for him? She does, cool. Can I drop with Shanna? I doubt it. Okay, whatever. I am now hung up on the idea of I must help Sophia. Sophia needs all of the help. All of it. No matter what happens, I have to use Sophia, because she is adorable. I like her a lot. She's a meme that is possible to use. So even if he gets crit 14 times... I think that's 42, right? 14 times 3 is 42. So even with all of that in mind, he is fine. Okay, cool. Awesome, great, excellent. I'm gonna speed this up. I'll catch you when I catch you. Alright, it's finally time to fire the emblem. As a matter of fact, this emblem is about to be fired. Okay. Ouch. My boars. That wasn't intended, but we'll go with it either way. I now have Deke up to men's staff rank. That's cool and great and good. I'm soon going to have Sophia up to level 6. And that's how this map is going to proceed. I want you to stop doing that. That hurts, man. Stop. He's been doing that the entire time that Boris has been over here. Good lord. But anyway, I finally got Deke up to men's staff. So I traded off my last 9-use heal staff. I'm going to use that for Deke. Or for Boris, rather. Like I said, he's unequipped. I am now going to turn animations back on. We may wind up just breaking Douglas's sword at this point. Who knows? We get it, buddy. You hate us. You don't want us to be here anymore. I can survive one more hit without having to heal, so that's what I'm going to do. Who will protect Sophia? Who will protect Narcian from Sophia? Nobody. Not a single person alive is capable of doing this. I'm hoping that I can get her up to rank, up to D rank on her bows, so that I can start using the steel bow for no reason. I just find that to be slightly hilarious. So, Narcian's going to be having a great time here for a minute. And surely Douglas is not going to be mad about standing here for an entire map and breaking an owl's sword, one of the legendary relics kept by who knows for who knows amount of time. Honestly, at this point, it would almost be a shame to not break the owl's sword. So I'm about halfway tempted. Okay, Sophia has killed Narcian. That's probably the first time you've ever seen that done. I will not be defeated. Not by you, miserable. Ah, no, he was defeated. He was defeated infinitely till the end of time. He is dead now. And that was a worthwhile level up, I hope. Additionally, Sophia has another thing that is soon to be within her grasp. Something of magnificent import, presumably also imported. Go ahead, please hit me. I have to break it at this point. It's a matter of principle. It's not even, yeah, like, I have to now. With your sword being, like, down to 3 uses, it's a matter of principle. I can't just let you have that. Anyway. Angelic Robe for the warrior, Sophia. She now has 41 HP. Cool. If she gets more speed, if she gets a couple more points of defense, I'm happy. With Igreen nearby, she has 5 additional crit avoid, so it's not as bleak as it seems. 19 strength, 15 speed looks a little bit rough, but it's honestly pretty decent. She's getting up there in her speed. She's getting to where she can use bows pretty unimpeded, just due to how bows work in general. Alrighty, thank you for that. Go ahead, one more. Thanks, Deke. Really appreciate your 2 res level ups since you promoted. Come on. Alright. With your last use, bestow it unto me. 50 uses of Owl Sword. Thrown to the wayside for absolutely no reason. In one of the most gut-wrenching maps you've ever seen played. Not only have we achieved every single objective, we have purchased unlimited guiding rings, we've seen Sophia kill 2 dragons, and we finally, at the end of it all, learned that it was not worth it. So it is you who rescued us. No, it was not Roy. Anyway, we had 2 unit deaths that map. Probably should have been more. It has been a 2-hour and 30-minute recording. Thanks to all the speed up I've done, you're going to see my playtime probably increase by about 3 hours. Yeah. Hope you're looking forward to the next episode. It may be a very interesting one, thanks to the strategy that I have cooked up. I think you'll enjoy it quite a bit. Despite it being the worst Gaiden map in the game, I do actually have something that should be very fun for it, so you won't want to miss that one. And it shouldn't be nearly as long of an episode as this one. Trust me on that. It will not be a 2-hour and 30-minute... It may be a long recording, but it'll be a shorter map. Either way. I hope you enjoyed this one despite it all. I had fun in my own twisted way. I don't know what has gotten into me recently with stopping and recording for like 3 hours at a time just to do some meme with Sophia. I'm starting to get to the point of like tiredness that I'm losing my ability to keep up the charade. But either way, all that said and done, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button. If you didn't, then do the other one. And please share the episode so that more people can see this wonderful game. This game that I cherish ever so deeply. Yeah. That's about it. Until next time, I'll see you later.